Jody, how are you?
What's up? I'm awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Awesome. Thanks so much for all the communication through email.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thanks for the opportunity. Connor wasn't able to make it on tonight because of travel for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's us four tonight. I didn't know if you wanted us to maybe try to find time with all five of us, but really appreciate all your preparation ahead of time.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Awesome. How's everything?
Life's good. It's going good.
Let's go. That's awesome. Did you have a lot of fall tournaments?
Um, we have like three or four.
Okay. That's
Hi,
great.
CJ.
What's up? How we doing?
Good.
There it is, like the water dogs.
Oh yeah.
Hell
The
yeah.
only one I don't have is a Redwoods jersey.
Soon. Soon.
Yeah.
Maybe for Christmas. I'll I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I have the Cannon one and the Water Dogs one. I think my uncle may have a Redwood jersey because he like I think he knew one of the coaches for the Redwoods at one point, so that's how I knew him.
Definitely. And you're from Virginia, Johnny?
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. And I see the 91 Virginia. Is that 91 Virginia?
No, this right here. Oh, the helmet.
Oh, your helmet? Yeah.
Yeah. That's not even
Is
Virginia.
that a player shirt though for Virginia?
Yeah, it's Brendan Millen's shirt.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, I went.
What
He's
number is
number
he wearing this
seven.
season?
He's number seven.
He's wearing seven.
Yeah, I got to go to their camp and and I got a shirt there like before like his number came out.
Let's go.
Yeah, it
That's
was
great.
awesome. It was super fun. The camp was awesome. Like it felt like we were in college.
That's so cool. Well, I
Yeah.
took a look at some of your episodes so far. Has podcasting been a hobby for you? Is that something that you'd be
Um,
interested in kind of pursuing going forward or
yeah, I mean, I guess we were my so kind of how it started out was me and my mom were like driving on the way to school. Like I think it was like start of seventh grade, and we were just like thinking of like we need a podcast to listen to every day on the way, and we couldn't really find anything, so we were like we should start one up, and that's really how it kind of started.
let's go.
Yeah.
I
So
saw you had ECD Greg. You had
yeah,
some yeah, you just had
I had Ben Ware from the Water
yes.
Dogs.
Did ya?
Yeah. Oh, I had Walker Wallace too.
Yep. The
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Walker, he was super cool. That was
Yeah.
awesome to talk with him. He's a
He's a
stud.
beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll introduce y'all and we can get into it.
Awesome.
Before we start though, are y'all doing anything for Thanksgiving?
We're all going to be together. CJ plays on Friday for Toronto. So we'll be
Wow,
able
that's
to
awesome.
watch his game on Friday, but we'll be together here in New Jersey. We're all located in New Jersey. So we'll be together.
Yeah,
How
that's
about
awesome.
yourself? Will you still be in
Um,
Virginia?
yeah, I'm in Virginia. We're at my grandparents' house in Williamsburg, and we just like have a bunch of things. But on Thursday we go to my dad's side and we just like we ride go karts and stuff and dirt bikes. It's super fun.
Wow.
Wow.
Sick.
That's
Yeah,
cool. That's
yeah.
cool.
And then we come back and have dinner here, but that's just for lunch.
That's fun. You
Yeah,
have
it's awesome.
cousins around your age?
Yeah, so I have 10 cousins on both sides. So yeah, it's super cool. I think I have like on my dad's side I have three cousins that are my age, and then I'm the oldest one on my mom's side.
Nice. Does
Yeah.
your cousins play lacrosse too, or
Um,
just motorsports?
no, so my bunch of my cousins do jujitsu. Some do gymnastics and soccer, and then they were state championships for volleyball for their school. So that's really what they play. But at one point, my cousin my age tried lacrosse, and he was like kind of about it. He just didn't really, like it, I guess. But me and my dad are trying to get a bunch of people into the sport.
That's great. If
Yeah.
there's anything we can help out with that, just let us know.
I will. All right. I'll introduce you.
Awesome.
All right. Today in the Lax Locker Room, we've got an absolute powerhouse of a family. The Kirst Brothers. Colin, Cole, CJ, and Caden. And Connor, but we're missing him tonight. Five brothers, five insane skill sets, and one of the most competitive households in lacrosse history. From backyard battles to PLO All Stars, Team USA moments, college championships, and everything in between. We're diving into the stories, the chirps, and the chaos that shaped them. buckle up. This is a full squad episode. Let's get into it with the Kirst Brothers.
Let's
So,
go.
Let's go,
Come
baby.
on,
Nailed
Cuddy.
it.
thank
Come
you.
on. Fire me
That was
up.
What an
unreal.
intro. Let's go.
Fire
Thank you
me
so
up.
much. Well, to start off, can you tell us like who's the oldest, the youngest, and just like who you really are?
Yeah, I'll start. First, thank you for having us.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Pretty unreal. Being your age and how professional you are with this just in the first 4 minutes, being able to tell. So you keep it up. But Connor is the oldest. He unfortunately can't be here tonight. He's on a airplane to Scotland with his girlfriend's family for Thanksgiving, which is awesome, but he's missed. So he's the oldest. He's 28. He played at Del Barton for high school.
Mhm.
Did a postgraduate year at Lawrenceville, and then went on, played at Villanova, and a fifth year at Rutgers. He's kind of the Swiss Army knife. He's played all positions, but
Right.
high school faced off, was an offensive midi, D midi, and throughout college started there as well, and then kind of transitioned into more of an offensive midfielder mainly. And then at Rutgers was actually an attackman, and now playing 5 years professional in both leagues, the NLL and
Yep, that's
the
awesome.
PLL. Yeah, he started off as an O-midi with the Whip Snakes, and then kind of transitioned after his NLL season with the Georgia Swarm to more of a D-midi role in the PLL. A couple more seasons with Whip Snakes, and then came over to the Boston Cannons and has been an unreal addition, playing both sides of the ball, but mainly offense. So he is missed, but that is
Yeah,
an intro on Connor right there.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Um, so do you like? So I know that you're also on the Cannons. Do you like having
yes.
him on the team?
Oh, very much, very much. And I'll lead into introing myself here. So I'm Colin. I'm the second oldest.
Okay,
Um, 27 years old. Played at Seton Hall Prep, which was Del Barton's rival in New Jersey, and still is. I'm a goalie, and then from Seton Hall, graduating, played at Lehigh University for 3.5 years. COVID was our senior year, so I was able to get a fifth year and actually play with Connor at Rutgers at the same time.
that's awesome.
But spent 2 years with Cole at Lehigh, and we also spent 2 years together in high school, going against Connor, and then Cole also playing against CJ. So it's been full circle. Just finished my fourth season with the Boston Cannons, being 2 years with Connor. These past 2 summers. So it's been unbelievable and just super grateful to continue to play at the highest level. Never would have. I've always dreamed of it. Never thought it would really be a reality. So
Yeah.
just grateful for it.
Yeah, it's super cool, especially playing with your brother. I mean, I hope that happens with me and my brother in the PLO because that's like super cool, and especially like all four of you, and then hopefully Caden going in the PLO too. Like that's gonna be super cool.
Yeah, yeah. How much older are you? The oldest?
I'm the oldest, but we're all 2 years apart, so I'm
Oh,
4 years
okay.
older than my brother, and
Nice.
then yes, he's the third oldest, and then our youngest is like I think she's 6 or 7. I can't remember.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
What are your like unofficial roles in the family?
Oof.
Hmm.
That's a good question.
Unofficial. That's a great question.
Uh,
Cole's the glue guy, I would say. I think we all would agree.
Being the middle, Juddy, I've been fortunate enough to be at the oldest at times and also just the middle and then maybe youngest.
Yeah.
So I'd say we've all shared a room at one point or another, maybe not all of the time, but we've all been around one another for forever until we
Yeah.
went to our respective schools and universities and are now living in separate locations. But unofficial roles, as far as like Kirst Brothers Lacrosse, which is a great segue, which would be an awesome way to kind of put our roles in there. I'd say Colin is 100% our CEO. He is our leader. He communicates. He is the decision maker, and he is the number one point of contact. Social media, business operations. You contact Colin, decisions will be made. I'd say I'm more on the director side, on the backside. So communication with our talent, with CJ and Connor. I'd say that's really our talent in addition to Colin and Caden. But I'd say with the director role,
And
it's
yourself, dude.
yeah, it's communicating within our talent and seeing the opportunities that they'll be present or what ideas they'd come in. And then that talent and ideation is also part of that. And then Caden, I'd say, is a junior director role. He and I worked
Yeah.
together all summer, and
Right.
we worked alongside, and we still currently do. But Caden is climbing the ranks. So I'd say that's a great question for KBL. Unofficial roles in the family. Oh, I don't know as far as anything to anything that we can help and support our mom. She is the
Yeah.
rock. She is everything for us. She is our our, our heartbeat, everything. So
Yeah.
in any way we could support her, we always put her first, and that's really the role is how it would be shaped around family. But
Right. That sounds amazing, especially like all y'all helping her. I'm sure she'll like never forget that. It's awesome. Um, so what was the backyard setup growing up? Like who built the backyard setup? Who broke it? And who cried the most when y'all were just like growing up?
Caden, you want to take this one?
I mean, answering one by one, I think for crying the most, I mean, me, I wasn't
Ah,
really back there that much, but I know just like being like inside, just watching the battles, it's always Cole with, would you say you were with like Connor most?
I
No,
was
CJ's with Connor, you're with
yes.
Colin. That was the 2v2. Then not only that would be in the backyard, but that also transitioned to football or basketball in our driveway. But in the backyard, I mean, the one who cried the most, I would say, I hate to put you under the bus, but I would say CJ, I guess. You
dang.
agree with me too.
Yeah.
But like breaking glasses, I mean, also, I mean, hate to say it too, CJ. But it's in the past now. But no, just like watching those battles go on or like being with them, like playing football, being the automatic quarterback, it's a lot of fun. And it's pretty funny and pretty awesome just being part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. How much did y'all push each other growing up?
Oh, I could take this. So much. I mean, it was funny enough. I was actually talking to my one of my teammates today about playing basketball in high school, and I didn't beat Cole in a one-on-one in basketball until like my junior year, his senior year, or his freshman year of college. Like
Wow.
it took that long because we just pushed. We were all like similar styled players, and then it was a competitive game rather than more of a skilled game, and then it went to every other sport like lacrosse. Being able to shoot on Colin when he's in college and
Yeah.
I'm in middle school, high school. I couldn't score for a while, and then when I would chirp, and then I wouldn't be able to score again, and then it kind of went all the way down when we were playing 2-on-2 with, say, you're going against Connor and he's not letting you, he's not taking it easy on you, and then that's just speaking for myself, but I mean, I would go as hard as I possibly could whenever I was playing each and every one of
Right.
my brothers, and I think they would say the exact same. And I think that's why it ended in a fight or tears every time because we all cared to win so much. And yeah, it was always an intense battle. And I know that's why we're the competitive guys that we are now.
Yeah, it's awesome. It sounds like y'all are super competitive. I mean, that's just like me and my brother too.
Yeah, that's
Um,
awesome.
Now that you're older, what's one thing that you admire about each other?
Wow. I think I can hop up here too. I think I admire Connor's leadership the most, the way that he's able to pick up everyone around him, whether that's in a locker room with just energy and putting a smile on guys' faces or just cracking jokes with younger kids who are coaching. I think Colin, I admire how mature he is, how sophisticated he is, even though he's hard on every one of us for it, but he definitely has a huge step up on all of us in that. Cole, I admire how there's not a day goes by that he doesn't smile, and similar to Connor, but picks up every single guy around him. And the energy that you feel is, I think every single guy that's had the opportunity to share the field or share a classroom with him growing up would say the exact same, whether he was the class clown or team
Yeah.
guy in the locker room. I think everyone would say the same. And then I would say for Caden, I think I admire how much fun he enjoys every little process of working hard, whether that's by himself or trying to bring a teammate along with them. I think when you try to put in the time, it becomes grueling and it becomes really hard. But I've admired the way that Caden's pushed and persevered over the time, from freshman year of high school to now sophomore year of college, and seeing his growth. It's really paid off, and I admire how hard he works.
Yeah, it's awesome. It sounds like every one of you has a great thing, like great personality and stuff. Um, so were y'all multi-sport athletes like just throughout like growing up in high school and stuff?
Yes, we played everything under the sun, from football in fall, mainly, to basketball in the winter, and then we had a great little league town league, rec league, that happened in our town, with two age divisions all the way from T-ball to eighth grade. And that didn't really conflict with youth lacrosse. So we were playing our youth town and also uh, youth baseball at the same time, throughout the
Okay.
spring. And then some of us were also pretty solid travel baseball players, Connor being probably the best. But in the summer, he continued to play travel baseball and then also played club lacrosse too. So he would go from a baseball tournament to playing midfield and facing off 3 hours later. Uh,
Yeah, it's awesome.
yeah, so
Um,
it's awesome. It was so great.
if you weren't playing lacrosse, what would you be playing?
Great question. For me,
I'm
for me,
excited to get Cole's answer.
it would be basketball. But I'm not talented enough at basketball. But I wanted to add this to Colin. Juddy, we had some epic street hockey games, like some awesome games.
Oh,
We lived on
yeah.
a cul-de-sac. We had some awesome games. So having the experience of having teammates that played hockey would be an awesome sport to have played as well.
Yeah.
The camaraderie, the teamwork in the locker room from a very young age all the way till you're in high school. But I really enjoyed playing basketball growing up, and that that competitiveness, but the speed up and down. I did not play in high school, but watching some of the games, watching CJ hit a big three, and we were all in the
Yeah.
stands, and we're like, "Let's go!" And
Yeah.
um, it was awesome. So basketball will be for me.
Yeah, well, a lot of people say that basketball and lacrosse are similar. So if I hadn't played lacrosse, I'd either be playing like basketball or football because, they're similar in different ways. But
Are you playing any other sports right now?
yeah, so I'm doing box lacrosse, and
Nice.
I just finished fall, and then for school in the fall I did football, and that's real. And I did track, and
Nice.
and I just finished travel baseball, just like y'all did,
Let's
in
go.
sixth grade. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, because I had to continue across because it was becoming a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so
That was
great.
about
Um,
yeah, that was about the age we made the switch to. Seventh
yeah,
grade, 13 years old. That was the age because I think it was 12U was
yeah,
the
yeah.
the
It was
oldest.
right before you hit the big field. 13 years like the high school field.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60-90, right? 60-90.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes. Babe Ruth. That's
Oh.
it.
This is an audience question from Walker W. Who is your favorite college football team this year?
Let's
Go
go.
ahead.
UVA, baby, UVA,
Yeah.
88,
UVA.
88 for the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, they're doing so good this year. And who's y'all's NFL team? Do y'all have the same one?
Jets.
Yeah, the Jets.
The
Jets?
Jets. Come
Come
on.
on. Yeah, mine's the Patriots, but like no bandwagon, because like
Ah,
my whole family's from New England, so like I had to like if we went downstairs right now, every single one of them would say the Patriots.
Okay.
And they had a great win yesterday against the Bengals, so that was
Yeah,
good.
they did.
Who's your
Um,
guy? Who's your guy in New England?
like Stephon Diggs and Drake May. I'm trying to go to a game soon. Like I want to go to a playoff game. That's like one of the things I want for Christmas because that'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gillette Stadium's pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually got to play. I got to play. I got yeah. That was I went to the semifinals for Cornell and I got to watch y'all play and that was super cool.
Love
And
that.
yeah, my uncle was actually a Maryland goalie, so we got to play. We got to do like a bunch of stuff there. I got to walk around the field and stuff. It was super cool.
Incredible.
Yeah. Um, so now we're gonna do like individual questions. So it's like a bunch of questions just like based on your personality and stuff. So to start off, we have Colin. What separates a good goalie from a great goalie?
Oof. Um, that's a great question. I would say uh mentally being locked in and patient, understanding that you are going to get scored on and it's okay, and not allowing it affect your body language, your voice, um, and your teammates. So I think that's number one. I think you look at any of the top goalies in the world, just how calm, cool, collected they are when maybe it's not going well for them. Um, and then number two, I think being able to provide leadership and juice to the guys that are in front of you, um, because you have a different perspective of the game from anyone else on the field except the goalie that you're going against. So I think being able to provide that level of um, being a great teammate in that aspect is really key. So I would say um, those two, but obviously a great ball stopper is
Yeah.
really big too. I'm sure you've
Um,
played against some good goalies.
yeah, I have. They're like all the like top. I think it's like the top 15 club teams. Like every single one of those goalies is insane.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there still like the term like goldfish memory? Because like I know a lot of coaches like that I've seen on Instagram and stuff like they're like saying that goalies need to have goldfish memory because obviously in lacrosse it's a lot of scoring. So
Yeah, yeah, it's tough. I mean, throughout a game, it's almost like you're as a goalie, you're battling the team that you're going against, but you're also battling yourself mentally because you have so much time kind of in your own head. So, um, being able to find methods at a young age to, I guess, almost like distract yourself, whether it's singing a song or remembering a funny video or observing, what's going on in the game and being detailed in that, where you're not thinking about the goal that you just got scored on. Um, so yeah, that's a great principle, a goal,
right.
right, to have.
Okay. So I know that you're known for like having for like stealing big games. What's your trick into getting like into the mindset that there's nothing getting past me? Like how do you get into that mode?
Oh, I don't know if I do. I think it's just dreaming of those moments and wanting to be that person in in those positions. I think is something what you work so hard for. And once you're there, just enjoying it and trusting your hard work that you put in and letting it go. Like whatever happens, happens. I've controlled everything up to this point and having fun and enjoying the game of lacrosse that um, I've developed and we all have developed such a strong and deep love for. So, um, yeah, just being where your feet are in those moments, looking around,
Yeah.
being like, wow, you're right. Like you were at the Final
Yeah.
Four. How
Yep.
cool would it be to play in the Final Four?
Yeah, it's
You
so
know?
cool.
Yeah. So being able to play in the PLL and in so many different cities in the
Yeah.
in the country. Like it's just, yes, we're there to win a game, but um, stressing yourself out too much can be kind of detrimental in that way. So just smiling and enjoying the game of lacrosse.
Right, because a lot of people, especially like like kids in like a, a lot of like that don't have a lot of opportunities. Like you just think about that, and it's like you gotta
Yeah,
specialize the moment.
yeah.
Um,
Be childlike. I like
yeah.
that.
So there's no glaze here. CJ is definitely one of the best shooters. So be honest, how satisfying is it to rob him on a goal?
Oh, it feels good. It feels good with Cole too. Um, I remember, or I think our first matchup, Cole, was in Dallas, right?
Dallas.
So that was
Right.
2 years ago. And then CJ was in Denver this past year. And then Connor, when I went against him my rookie year, that was in Seattle. Um, so they all three of them have scored on me, but I think
Yeah.
I've saved at least one of their shots.
Okay. That's
So
good.
I'm happy with that. But yeah,
Yeah.
all three of them have scored on me, and yeah,
Besides CJ, who's the toughest shot to save and who has the toughest shot to save in the PLO?
Jeff Trainer, Jeff
Really?
Trainer on
What
our team.
makes him so hard what makes it so hard?
He has one of the craziest sticks, and his shot is so snappy to where it's really hard to track, and it comes at you really fast, and he's super accurate. So that's a guy in the cannons. A guy that's not on the cannons. Chris Kavanaugh has a really hard shot.
Yeah.
That's someone I've never seen that we went against for first time in Boston this year, and
Yeah.
a really snappy release, kind of similar to Jeff. So anyone that has a lot of whip that can really bring it, it's hard to
Yeah.
back. Yeah, a lot of wrist motion.
Yeah, I one of the things I can't do is like have a lot of whip in my stick. I don't know why, but like one time I was trying out my coach's stick and I literally threw right in the ground. I just don't understand how people can throw with so much whip.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's just personal preference, right?
Yeah. All right, thank you, Colin. This is
Thank
Cole
you.
next. Um, so you've been a leader at Syracuse. What's the toughest part about being a leader?
Toughest part that I've come across, and this is a lot of the values I've taken from Lehigh moving forward, is maintaining the same level of energy throughout the entire week, the entire season. And that's what I fed off of everyone on the call here tonight, from Colin, CJ, Caden, and Connor. How can I maintain that same level of excitement and energy on a morning practice and a Friday practice? And that's just something that we've fallen back on. And it's our love for the sport. It's our love for equipment. It's our love for just the little plays that happen in practice. If someone hits a shot and it goes posting in shooting drills, it's getting up for one another. And then you start to see that more and more throughout practice. And then you're naturally excited because that's what fires you up and it's what you love. If someone changes their stick, that excites me because there's a reason behind why they changed it, and you fire them up and do that. And to have Connor, Colin, CJ, and Caden, to have friends that we were all around growing up, we started to notice those little details, and that allowed us to share our excitement and our passion. And it started with us playing growing up, but also watching Summit Lacrosse when our dad was coaching there. We noticed how their attention to detail to all the little things of their cleats. They would have different laces in their cleats, and we were
Yeah.
just like, "Well, this is so cool." We would notice the eye black that they would put on, and then when we got to college, it was like we've been dreaming about this. To Colin's point, like we're in it now. We're in it. Like let's go. And then people are like, how do you know all these? How do you know this
Right.
person's stick? And it's like, how do you not know this person's stick? Come
Yeah.
on. It's like, so that's what it's allowed us, all of us on the call, to lead. And that's what I've taken away from all of us.
Yeah, so what you're saying is like being excited is contagious, and that's definitely a good thing to have as a leader, especially like getting your team pumped up before a game. Like that gets you fired up, and if once you're able to spread the excitement, I feel like that like gets like that can lead your chance to having a better game.
Exactly. And Juddy, your excitement on the call when we joined, that fired me up. That like over the Zoom, and I
Yeah.
think Colin, CJ, and Kaden could say the same thing. And then you use that to talking about your helmet, why you have a white chin strap instead of a black chin strap, for example,
Yeah.
or why you use an ion or a DNA, and you talk about that, and you just start sharing that excitement, just like you mentioned.
Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, what was the biggest jump going from Lehigh to the ACC?
Great question. Lehigh Patriot League Conference was amazing, super competitive. A lot more teams in the Patriot League than the
Mm,
ACC. Um, I'd say just based off of where we were located in New Jersey, we would do a lot of winter trainings together out of season. So when I was still at Lehigh, we had teammates and friends that competed in the ACC, Notre Dame, Duke, UNC. So it was a lot of just familiar competition. I just think the biggest difference was the Patriot League schedule, and then now a different matchup with different opponents. And my favorite experience of playing at Syracuse was playing indoors, playing in the dome. That
yeah.
electricity when you go into those doors and into that arena, and the sound echoes, and you're doing starting lineups, and you have two lines, and knowing the tradition behind those two lines as they call out your number, and you have players to look up into the rafters, and you see Mikey Powell up there, you see Coach Gate.
Yeah.
It's like this just feels, you could feel the excitement, the energy,
Yeah.
and I felt that the same way at Lehigh too. But that was just a jump of a different type of schedule, going in the ACC than from the Patriot League,
Right.
and playing indoors all year round. It was 65 and sunny all year round in the dome, and that's the best part. It was on a rainy day. It was like we're in the dome today. Let's go.
Well, first of all, I think playing in the dome would get me fired up, just like out of the blue. So like to be able to play in the dome and then like have your teammates just like you're all together playing lacrosse. I feel like that's just such an exciting feeling.
It is. It is such an exciting feeling to know the history within the program. I was at a coffee shop and Recess Coffee, which is about a mile from the dome, and there was just a lacrosse fan with the Syracuse lacrosse T-shirt, and with a couple teammates, we just said, "Hey, just want to introduce ourselves. Thanks for all the support." And those are the types of feelings that I look back on, and I feel like that's Syracuse athletics with
Yeah.
all of the sports teams, the support within the community, the towns around it. It felt it, it felt like home, and really felt the energy and history behind the program.
Yeah, there's been so many great players from Syracuse. So I think like you said, like getting to play in that is awesome.
And a cool part too. When I was a senior at Lehigh, CJ played in the dome, and they won in overtime, and that was a fun game to
Kelleher.
watch. So
Yeah.
it was
That
great
was
too.
Hugh, right, CJ?
Kelleher owns the dome.
Kelleher, Hugh Kelleher. So Juddy, you'll be playing in the dome in no
Thank
time.
you. That's awesome. Um, so for you, PLL versus NLL, what do you like better and why?
It was great to play these past 2 years within the NLL. So many differences within the skill
Yeah.
set offensively. I loved the leadership within the team in the locker room. It's a longer season, so it's about a 6 to 8 month season. The last 2 years that I was fortunate enough to play for Halifax, and I'd say just within the longer season, smaller goals, having to find ways
Yeah.
to maybe put a little bit less speed on your shot, and place it in the upper corners. But playing for a city like Halifax, 10,000 fans in the nest, there's nothing quite like it. And I'm excited when the PLL continues to grow into those home
Yeah.
cities and have a home and away schedule. So as far as community wise, the NLL was amazing, and to feel that on a home and away schedule was an amazing experience. And I'm excited for the PLL to get into that with home and away schedules.
Yeah.
As far as skill set, I learned so many different ways how to hold a stick, and how to cradle differently, and how to move without the ball offensively, and within that 30-second shot clock with quick resets, and without the ball going outside of the boards, you have a lot more opportunities. So I really became more opportunistic on the offensive end playing indoor.
Yeah, it's awesome. So for you, CJ, what do you think like the best way to get a goalie moving, like when they're playing on the small goal is?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out as we speak. I'm currently in our facility trying to learn how to score. I think the biggest thing is, and something I actually learned from Cole is your shoulders. You don't really have to have the fastest release or the snappiest release, but as long as you're able to, outthink and outsmart the goalie a little bit, whether that's dipping your shoulder, floating it
Yeah.
high, or lifting your shoulder and snapping it low. I think that's where I'm trying to learn how to score right now,
Yeah.
and then there's a lot more goes into it because when you look back on a shot and you go slow mo as I was doing earlier with our coaches, you see a goalie step one direction. Meanwhile, you thought he was doing the complete opposite. The game's just
Yeah.
so fast, and it's really really hard to score on a 4x4, I guess, compared to a 6x6 for sure. And
Right.
hopefully I can figure it out soon.
Do you think like fakes come in handy in box? Because I know in like outdoors, like throwing a fake and stuff is super can be super successful. Do you think it's like the same in box?
Yeah, if not more. I think in field, I would find myself just having a quiet stick, and you can, if you're inside five, you can beat a goalie to a spot. But in box, you have to get the goalie moving. You have to get him thinking one thing and put in the other. And if you don't, you're going to end up hitting them unless you put it in a spectacular spot in that right in
Yeah.
that and in the corner. So I think that's something that, like I said, I'm trying to learn, and watching some incredible players like Mark Matthews just put it in
Yeah.
the right spot every single time. It's pretty impressive to see.
Do you like to learn from your brothers? Like Cole, do you like to watch like some of his stuff and learn how he plays box? Because it's definitely a whole nother it's a whole nother sport.
Yeah, I think that's my most favorite part about all of us is, you know, we all we all have played at the highest level, but I think when it comes down to it, we all train together, we all work out together, we all shoot together, and I know if Caden's probably the one guy who hates learning from each one of us when it comes to teaching, but had to get Caden back for what he said earlier about me. But I think that's the greatest part about our relationships that we've all had with one another is that every single time we go shoot, we're all trying new things. We're enjoying every second of it. But I'm watching the way Connor can just float the ball into the top right corner. I'm watching the way Cole's moving, and I'm watching the way Colin has certain tendencies and trying to learn from that, and try to bring it to my own game so I could score on him. But no, it's just I think that's why our relationships are so strong, is because
Yeah.
we're always bouncing ideas off each other and growing, not only as players, but as brothers as a whole. So it's been a lot of fun to work
Yeah.
out these past couple of years together.
Sounds awesome, especially like learning from each other. It sounds great. And then back to Cole. So I know this is Lax Locker Room. Do you have any like unforgettable locker room stories?
Oh, yeah, yes. One comes to mind is in Ireland with playing with CJ for the U21 team. I'll just never forget. We were in a big circle in Ireland. We were outside of the dorms, and we were in this kind of like this meeting room, a community room on campus at the University of Limerick. And I just remember before the gold medal game, just sitting next to CJ and seeing the level of confidence, and we could smell the tiger bomb on our legs, ready to go, just
Yeah.
excitement. And I was fortunate enough to take the flag out that game, and I'll never forget that walk from the meeting room to the field, and it was just a feeling unlike anything else. And that locker room moment, because it wasn't really a locker room, it was just a community center, it was a meeting room, was a moment I'll never forget. To win a gold medal with
Yeah.
CJ and to watch him perform and to be right there and to just be roommates the entire week. Our locker room was, we'd bring our gear from the community room back to our apartment, which we were with the team. And guys like Kenny Brower, Jackson Bonnets, Graham Bundy, Pat Cavanaugh were in our we're in our suite with CJ, and we just had so much fun. And that is really the locker room moment that I'll never forget. That comes to mind. And then just being in a locker room with Colin from Seton Hall to Lehigh, to share a locker room with teammates, but it just means a little bit more when it's with your brother
Yeah.
that you look up to and you love.
Yeah, it's awesome, especially like just those connections and like you said, playing for the U21 team. That I'm sure you'll never forget that. That's such a cool experience, and it's awesome.
Just like the jersey, I have the hat with our net cut on the back end, and Caden was there too, and with our mom, and it was amazing. It really was, and
Yeah.
I actually saw Coach Myers, Coach Myers, the head coach at Lafayette, this past weekend, and I gave him a big hug as I was driving, and it's a bond that will never be broken whenever you win a championship. And I know watching CJ win the national championship, watching Colin win the championship series, and watching Caden win a state championship a couple of years ago, it just fuels you to keep going and want more.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Cole.
Thanks, Jody. Thank you.
All right, moving on to CJ. So I know you've broken multiple NCAA records. What's your favorite goal that you scored throughout your time at Cornell?
I think my favorite goal that I've ever scored would would be the last goal I think I've ever scored in my career at Cornell. Funny enough, my best friend Spencer Wertheim, Billy Coyle, at school, we'd always talk about the Jordan Wolf moment, where in the Duke National Championship against Notre Dame, he split a double and ended up icing the game and got to run to the bench and celebrate. And that's something whenever we were shooting under the lights at school that we would always joke about. And then I eventually had that moment where there's 40 seconds left in the game. You're doubled on the sideline. You got to break it and go score. And I think that was probably my favorite goal of my career. And then just put it in the back of the net and looking over at the sideline, looking over at the sea of red, and just hugging my best friends
Yeah.
and listening to Mikey Long say, like, don't worry, we just save your breath. We got the rest of this game. I think that was the coolest moment I think of my career. So I'll definitely never forget that goal.
Um, so I think it was the championship game at Gillette. Didn't you score like 5 goals that game?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
That's awesome. What were you feeling like? What were you feeling like? Because that's his national championship game. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. I think it started with the semifinals, where actually didn't end up scoring a goal.
Yeah.
And I remember going back to the hotel that night and just hanging out in the room with Walker and Chris Davis, another captain, and just laughing at the fact that like Davis and Walker were joking about how I played terribly. They're like, "Oh, Kirst didn't score," and I just remember not really worrying about it. And then I just remember going in the national championship, just trying not to think about the outside noise and just trying to go play as hard as I can and let the game come to me. And obviously was able
Yeah.
to put in one, and I think that was kind of a huge sigh of relief for myself, and was able to just go from there. So yeah, it was definitely a special day and a special game that, like I said, I'll never forget.
Yeah. Um, do you think the first goal like gets you fired up for the rest of the game?
Yes, completely. I know Cole would feel the exact same about this, but there is nothing like hitting it the first shot or scoring the first goal of a game. And I know you probably feel the same. I don't think there's ever a better feeling. And then just going from there, you're just kind of in a state of competing and trying to win. And I think that's kind of I've never had the mindset of trying to score, score, score. It was always just next one, next one. Let's see what happens. I think that's why, that my mindset was able to, grow as I got older, was, not trying to put as many as I possibly can in the back of the net, but just to focus on the next shot
Yeah.
and think that one's going to go in.
That's a great mindset. Like that's one thing that I try and work on because like sometimes when I don't score, like when in the first half, I get like kind of down on myself, but I like, realize like we're a team and we're like sometimes we're even winning and I get mad at myself for not scoring. But like we're a team, we're winning, and so it definitely like lets loose a lot of stress, and yeah, it's all good, and it ends up, and then I end up scoring. I'm like, oh, okay, I scored it.
Yeah, there it is. It's the right mindset to have.
Um, what's it like running an offense with Kearney McCardle and Michael Sowers?
Yeah, it's great. I know we have a Boston Cannon on the line, so got to be careful. Talk about the Water Dogs,
Yeah,
the rivalry. But no, it's awesome. I think my favorite part about playing with Kieran and Michael is just how they're lax rats. We're constantly texting, even now in the off season, sending each other little highlights, and just sharing that, growing that relationship. But just I've learned so much from each one of them, week in and week out. Kieran's one of the best scorers in the game, and he might not be the most athletic guy or biggest guy, but he knows how to be in the right place at the right time. And I admire that so much out of him. And he's just an incredible leader to be around and be in a locker room with as well. He brings the most out of every guy in the locker room. And a guy like Michael Sowers as well. He's just a fierce competitor where, he's going as hard as he can to the rack every single time. And, I just try to play off that. And he's always bouncing ideas when the ball's on the other end or in between whistles, trying to put his teammates in the right spots to succeed. And I admire that a lot
yeah,
out of
I'm
Mike.
sure you do, especially like just playing with Michael Sowers, and that's like the best trio you'll ever have right there. That's like an elite attackman. Like if I was gonna pick a roster, that'd be exactly what I have. And obviously my favorite team being the Water Dogs. It's
Yeah,
awesome getting to go to games and stuff and watching like all three of y'all. Like being in that flow state, and it's awesome.
yeah, love that. Go Dogs.
Yeah. So this is an audience question from Beware. How mad were you when you brought a Shiloh Sanders jersey and he got cut the next week?
Yeah, we were in Denver, and my bag got lost on the flight to the I guess hotel. And so I went to Dick's Sporting Goods to buy clothes for the week or the weekend, and I ended up buying buying a t-shirt jersey that I was going to wear off the bus. And I was telling all the other rookies, I'm like, this is going to be awesome. Like, this is going to be such a great look. And then right before I put it on in the hotel room, and my roommate Thomas McConvey was like, hey, I would not wear that if I were you. So I didn't end up wearing it. And Ware was one of the first guys I told, and he thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And yeah, and then ended up, well, I guess he threw a sick. Shadur threw a sick touchdown this week,
Yep.
so we'll take it. Shadur Sally
Yep.
always.
Um, this is kind of a question for all of y'all. And then you can include Connor. Who do you think out of all of y'all has the coolest jerseys in the PLO? Water Dogs, the Cannons, or the Redwoods?
Let's have Caden answer that one.
All the pressure on me. uh, I really like the Redwoods jerseys, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
They're
Red
really
Woods, baby.
cool. Yeah.
Let's go.
And then overall, who do you think is the coolest jerseys? If you couldn't pick one of those, well, if you can, but do you think there's a cooler one than that, the Redwood jersey?
That's tough. I mean, I really like the Redwoods, but I mean, yeah, the Water Dogs, Cannons, they're also
Yeah,
up there too. But just nah, I mean, being like Redwoods is also like one of the first teams I watched, and it's really cool. Just like how the jerseys are now, and just like
yeah.
how customized they are, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, so yeah, Redwoods all the way.
Okay. I honestly, I out of all the jerseys, I thought the like no not being in any stuff here, but I thought um what is it, the old jersey or the playback jersey, the Water Dogs playback jersey with like the Kelly Green or dogs on or whatever on the front.
Agreed.
Oh yeah, it was Philly.
Yeah, the green.
Yeah. I thought that was sick. I think like one of the Atlas jerseys is super cool. Um, but yeah, I think like the Redwoods green fit is sweet. But yeah, that's what I think. Um, and then last question for CJ. What was it like being co-captain of the NCAA championship team?
That's a great question. I think that is a dream come true. Ever since playing in the backyard or or playing with, my friends growing up. That was always the dream every time, is to play in the national championship and then to be a captain and be a leader of a team of 50 of your best friends. It's a special feeling thinking back on losing it in my freshman year and getting a little taste of playing in the Final Four and the national championship, and thinking about how cool the crowd is, and the getting a police escort to the game, seeing
Yeah.
all the kids playing mini sticks outside the stadium, looking at Fan Fest, and this is like 4 hours before the game, everyone tailgating, and then warm ups having almost 10,000 people already in the stadium. It's just it's a dream come true being in
Yeah.
that position, and then to be able to get it done, and to raise the trophy, and especially to bring it back to a place like Cornell that has such a long tradition, and some of the best culture in college lacrosse.
Yeah.
To be at that tailgate with so many people who've put in their blood, sweat, and tears over the years, who've given back every single year, just for that moment. And the amount of relationships that I've built over the past 4 years, and even now of meeting alums and meeting people who supported us. It was incredible, and it's still a text that's thrown in our group chat almost weekly. It's something that, like Cole said, of winning the U21s is a bond that you'll have forever. And excited to bring that back to Cornell, and just keep seeing those guys, because they're going to be my best friends for life.
Um, that's awesome. And I actually have one more question. I forgot that Cornell's an Ivy League school. Were you also focused, like really focused on getting into an Ivy League school, or were you just like dialed in on your academics and stuff?
Yeah, I think all the credit of my recruiting of trying to choose Cornell at the end of the day goes to my mom. I think being at a school like Del Barton, where the academics and athletics are really hard, it was a challenge, trying to succeed in both athletics and academics. And when recruiting came around, my mom wanted me to push myself as hard as I could, and try to attend an Ivy League school. And I think that was the best decision I've ever made in my life, is choosing to play for Coach Busick, Coach Stevens, Coach Safari, and to be in an Ivy League classroom, and then to play Ivy League athletics as well. It was best decision of my life.
Yeah.
An opportunity to go to school at Cornell, and I couldn't be happier.
Who do you think is the hardest Ivy League school team to play?
Oh, never lost to Princeton, so we'll go Princeton.
Really? Princeton's got some cool gear. I like the black and the orange. I think it's sweet. That's what my box colors are. Is black and orange. We're called the Puffins. It's
Oh,
super cool.
sweet,
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, and did you like wearing the STX rival helmets in college?
Yes, yeah. So you see, I love how you're a gear rat. You know it all. Wore the Cascade growing up, but yes, I did like wearing the rival, and it was all the gear that we got at school was the best. Whenever you have 50 guys wearing the same thing, I feel like you never look you look ugly out there. Even
Yeah.
though when it does come out, some people have mixed feelings, but when you put the decals on, you have the same colors. I think anyone can look pretty good.
If you were to choose in the PLL right now, like, are you gonna pick the Cascade or the rival?
Rival.
Really? You'd pick the rival? Why is that? Is it like, do you think it's like lighter, or is it just like more comfortable?
You might be delayed. Let's see. Are you guys?
Oh no.
Is it
Yeah,
me?
he's out. There he
Oh,
is.
there he
Oh,
is.
there he
There
is.
it
He's
is.
back. He's back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you
Hi,
hear
can
us,
you hear me?
CJ?
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just saying, like, um, so you were saying like you would pick the rival over the Cascade.
Yeah, I haven't worn a Cascade helmet in 4 years, so go with what you're used to, and you played your best lacrosse in. So yeah, I would say the rival.
All right. Well, thank you so much, CJ. It's awesome getting to talk with you.
Yeah, of
Um,
course.
Next one, Caden. Last but not least, um, so you put up huge number of saves in high school. What's been the biggest adjustment to the college speed?
So I would say the biggest adjustment being in college is I would say the accuracy all the shooters have. So in high school, you as a goalie, you used to get you like I would say I guess like you get in the wrong spot, but you make the save sometimes. But now in college, like even if you set like your foot a little bit off the pipe, they can still pin it there, or they can still score from anywhere. So I'll shout out Colin on our team, who's been balling this fall. Every time he's in practice, he just shoots behind the net and always scores. It's pretty awesome to watch, pretty awesome to see. But yeah, I would say I guess the shooters now in college are very accurate. Yeah, so I'll say that.
As a goalie, do you like the idea of a shot clock?
So, I would yes and no. I would say definitely when the sh in the beginning. I mean, like yeah, I would say yes or no. Definitely helps for as a defense, like the offense having a limit of time. But when it hits the 15 seconds or 10 seconds, the pressure is on for the defense to make that stop. But no, it's a yes or no kind of a question.
Yeah. What's the best piece of advice you've gotten from your older brothers?
That's a great question. Gotten a lot from all of them, still do to this day. Thank you guys. But I would say to Connor, what he said to me is playing lacrosse is a simple game. It's a simple game, you know. It's a game that you love to play. You hate it or love it. It's still a game. It's awesome, and it's very fun. And you're out there. I'm very fortunate to be out there. I'm playing for Rutgers, playing with my 50 best friends, just on that field every single day, getting coached by Coach Brecht, who's an awesome coach, Coach Ryan, our defensive coach, and Coach Porter, who's our goalie coach. It's awesome, and it's a very simple game. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's awesome. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a great piece of advice. It's sad that Connor can't join us, but that's okay. What is your dream stadium to play in?
Ooh, my dream stadium. I would say definitely from watching at home, Lincoln Financial definitely is gonna like hopefully I'll play there, but definitely one of the stadiums I want to play in.
That's awesome. And then, like, from all of y'all, what would be your dream stadium to play in?
Great question. The
Wow.
link is a great answer, Caden. The link is a sick answer.
That's a hard one.
Great question.
The Sphere in Vegas. uh, I don't know. I guess I thought Red Bull Arena or Red Bull Stadium, the PLL Championship. I thought that was really
Yeah.
cool this summer. I thought there was a great crowd, and then it's a little close to home as well for us. So I think that would be a pretty cool stadium to play in.
Yeah, the link's a great answer.
Yeah.
The link, I've never played at the link, and that would be so cool.
Yeah,
Caden,
like
I'm going with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the link would be we were at the 2016 national championship, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
The link is special. The link would
Yeah.
be sick.
Yeah. Lincoln Financial is a special field. Well, thank you all for like the personality questions. It was definitely all cool talking with each one of you personally. But now we'll go into like fun personality questions. Um, who is the biggest trash talker?
CJ. CJ.
Put him on the spotlight.
It might not be trash, but he'll let you know. He'll let you know. It'll be either after a play, like in basketball, or shooting, or just anything. Like if you're in competition with him, he'll let you know.
Yeah.
And I would consider that maybe trash talking, but it's not
Yeah.
direct as trash talking. It's like
Right.
it's a confidence. It's a tone
Yeah.
that's
It,
like
it means he's competitive. He wants to win.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Who is the biggest mama's boy?
Caden.
Yeah, I would say me. Being the youngest, yeah, helps out a lot. But yeah, I would say me.
Who's the funniest? Or who
Cole.
thinks they are the
Cole,
funniest?
Cole.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd say I think I'm the funniest, but Connor Connor is really funny. Connor brightens our entire all of our days. So I'd say I think I'm the funniest, but Connor is truly the funniest. He's got some of the best stories ever.
Um, who has the best style and who is the worst?
I would say Colin has the best style. Cole has the worst.
I got stuff. I'd say Colin has the best style for sure.
Um, who benches the most?
Ooh,
Connor
I would
or
say Connor.
Cole?
Yeah.
Who went?
Connor or CJ? I think CJ. How much are you benching now?
Let's talk about all our peaks. No, let's go sophomore year of college. I would say
Sophomore college. Okay, I was 245 for one.
you were more than
More
that.
year of college.
Sophomore year of college, I was 245 for one.
I hit 315 my junior.
I think I was
junior
close. I was close to probably 280, 275.
Who wins in the sprint? Who would win in a full field sprint?
CJ.
DJ.
Well, he's got the Techman style, but it
Maybe
makes sense.
Connor now though.
Um, so if you build you a 5-man basketball curse lineup, what position does everyone play? Who's point guard? Like,
I'm the point.
Whoa!
Cole's power forward.
Oh no!
Dunking in the paint. Tim Duncan in the
We'll give
paint.
Caden the center.
What?
CJ shooting guard, but like he's kind of used as a distract. Like, look at him, and we'll operate. Um, and then Connor.
Colin, can you dunk?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Colin's the only one who can dunk in the family. That's a fun fact.
that's
Cole's
Um,
not even
crazy.
close.
Yeah,
Vert.
I can't dunk. I can get a board though. I can get a board.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so now we're gonna do like your father and family legacy. Um, what's the biggest lesson your dad left with each of you?
I think the biggest lesson that I ever took away from our dad was just like how the relationships that he built in every aspect of life, whether it was um, going to a lacrosse tournament and meeting someone that he hasn't seen in 20 years and acting like he's best friends with them
Yeah.
with when they grew up in the same town, or it's talking to one of my friend's parents that he's never met. Just the way that he was able to brighten someone's day and act like their best friend. I thought that was the biggest thing that I ever learned, and I see it in each one of us. And now in the way that we go about our lives, and I see it in the way my brothers, specifically Cole and Colin, coach. And it's the same way my dad would coach as well, being the loudest one on the field and making that every player feel like they're the best player. And I think that's something you can't really teach someone now, and that those experiences that we grew up watching our dad do was something that we carry with us till this day now.
That's awesome. How does his legacy influence the way you compete and carry yourselves every day?
For me, off of the field, relatability, going off of CJ's point, he was able to relate to so many whether it was through their high school, through their likes, their interests. He was a history teacher in high school, and to hear the impact of his students and the other teachers in the community, and also the other sports that he coached. He was a girls basketball coach, as well as all of our youth coaches. And I try to use that value of relatability and how can I relate to someone that might be of a different background, from a different town, a different area, and try to build that relationship, like CJ said. And that relatability piece has really allowed me to create more friends, build more relationships, and allow me just to be as present as possible.
That's awesome. Um, you must have a superhero of a mom. Tell us about her impact on your lacrosse careers.
We would not be where we are in our lacrosse careers without our mom. I'm sure you know it, right? Through driving all the practices, the
Yeah,
tournaments, getting your lunch and food ready in between your games, making sure you're hydrated, the hotel rooms, right? All the little things that you don't think of in the moment, and then when you get to our age and you look back, it's like, wow. Um, there's no shot I would be where I am without our mom. So, and
yeah,
your mom, right? So,
yeah.
uh, that's number one. Number two is our mom is fierce, and I think we get our competitive drive as much as we got it from our dad, but from our mom. She's very honest and has always instilled it in us to never settle and never be satisfied and always be hungry and look for more and become the best version of yourself through overcoming adversity and pushing yourself to the limit. So through all that, through high school, college, even now, professionally, um, she is in the back of our minds, and she runs through my head on a daily basis of just how do I push myself to become
Right.
the best version. So, yeah, we're so grateful for her.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I love my mom. She, like you said, she gives us the hotel rooms and all that stuff. So yeah, super thankful.
She's your best
Um,
friend, I bet, right? You can
yeah,
go to her with anything. Yeah.
yeah. Her and my dog, her and my brother.
Yes.
What does being a curse mean to each of you?
Jody, we had it, and he's recently passed, but our grandfather, I've thought about him recently. Our dad's dad really is someone that I look back on, and when I think of just selfless leadership, I think of him. I think of always putting others first. When we were just super young and visiting his place in Florida, and he made us really feel at home, and to know our dad's family and his sisters that we we still stay in contact with, and to know our aunts and just the family that they grew up in Huntington, New York. And it I I just continue to think back to our poppy and our nanny, and the selfless leadership that they showed, and the love and the family of us, of their grandkids, of their cousins. Um, we went on a family cruise, and that's a moment in a vacation I'll never forget. And that would not have been possible without our grandparents and his support. I'll never forget when Syracuse was playing Notre Dame, and CJ came up with a lot of the Cornell guys, and we took a selfie picture and we sent it to Poppy. And he was texting us throughout our world games, um, wearing a USA shirt. And that, when I think of just of being a cursed, I think of Poppy, I think of our dad, I think of our nanny, I think of all of our aunts, all of our cousins, and I think of our mom. I think of of the relationship that they formed, and just the opportunity to continue to grow within immediate family with our brothers,
Yep.
and just so blessed and thankful to have two amazing and loving parents that will do anything for
That's
you. And
awesome. It sounds like y'all have a heck of a family. Sound like great people.
you too, Johnny. You too. Thank you for everything. It's
Yeah, no
awesome to
problem. It's
share this.
awesome
And
talking with y'all.
definitely.
What's one message you would want to leave to young lacrosse players who are listening?
Hmm.
I think one thing that I've taken with me nowadays, obviously enjoying the process is easy, but I've gotten to know every single one of joining a new team a couple weeks ago is I've gotten to know each and every one of the guys in the locker room by, asking to have a catch with them. Cole and I were talking about this the other day. There's nothing like having a catch and catching up. Cole picked me up from the train in Baltimore one time. It was 11 p.m. We were driving to the hotel, and we went to drive by Homewood Field, and we saw the baseball field lights were on, and we just got out of the car, and had a catch before the lights shut off at 11:30, and just the relationship that you can build by having a catch, and and carrying your stick around. I think that's enjoying the process within itself, and not trying to think too much or take it too seriously when the relationships that you build can take you so far. And I think that's kind of one of the messages that I'm trying to say is to enjoy the process, but to make your best friends through that, and to never do it by yourself. I think that's one of the biggest things I learned at school as well, is that as much as you want to be the hardest worker, you push yourself even harder when you have a guy to left and run it right of you. So I would say those couple things are what I try to tell the younger lacrosse players now.
That's awesome. That's super good advice. I'm definitely gonna take that with me and really appreciate it. Um, and then I always end with this question. Do you guys ever do like family karaoke?
I guess Cole's probably the best karaoke singer.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
My go-to my go-to karaoke song would be "Unwritten" by Natasha Bedingfield,
Okay.
but
Is
our
that like a
mom's our mom's 60th birthday was pretty recently, and CJ and I love listening to this song in my car. "Street Corner Symphony" by Rob Thomas is amazing too. I had a teammate at Lehigh that always played that song, and that song is so good. That might be my new
okay?
favorite
All right.
um, karaoke song.
What's it
That's
called?
awesome.
Street Corner Symphony. Come on over down to the corner.
That's
Oh, no way.
awesome.
I would also say I've heard Cole sing "Mr. Jones."
Yeah, dude. I
Oh,
thought you were gonna
Mister.
say that.
About as
Yeah.
Mr.
plain
Jones
as
is great too. Mr. Jones is great too by the
Yeah.
Counting Crows.
Yeah.
We did karaoke, and a lot of teams will do it on the bus ride back, and it'll be a great team building moment when you're playing in college, Juddy, and
Yeah.
you'll be doing karaoke as well. Um, Colin's got a good one too. Colin's got a good one
What's
by
it?
Journey. By Journey, Colin loved "Don't Stop Believing" growing up.
Okay.
That's it. That's Colin's.
Yeah.
Caden, what would be yours?
Uh, Pink Pony Club will be up there.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
CJ, you got to finish this out.
Ryan Sheen and I would always sing "Umbrella" at school.
Okay.
How about
All
you,
right.
Juddy? What would yours be?
Mine? Um, I don't know. I've done Party Girl in the USA.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe like I don't maybe like that it's I forgot what it was. It was like the Macarena, I think. Me and my brother
Okay.
did that one time and it was so fun. And then we did one with my baseball. Oh, Sweet Caroline. We did that
Yeah,
with my travel baseball team,
that's a
and
classic.
that was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
I
Yes.
really appreciate y'all coming on. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dude.
Have
Yeah,
You.
Juddy, thank
yeah,
you.
So
love talking
awesome.
with y'all. It's awesome. Well, y'all have a great night and a great Thanksgiving, and really, again, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Thanks,
Keep up
Juddy.
the great
happy
work.
Thank
Thanksgiving.
you. I will.
Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
All right.
Thanksgiving, buddy.
Thanksgiving.
See ya.
See ya.